So a very good morning dear students, welcome to my channel Maths with Mohanty sir. Children, in the last class I have remembered I was discussing your problems of worksheet 2 of the chapter cube and cube root as given in the DAB book, class 8 mathematics book. Okay, so let us solve the rest of the problems which are left in worksheet 2. Okay, number 3 up to number 1 and 2 we had done, discussed in the last class. Let us discuss number 3. So in number 3 it is given evaluate. You have to evaluate the cube root of some expression. Suppose you see the first bit is cube root of 8 into 125. How to evaluate, children? How to evaluate the cube root of this type of expression which was discussed in the normal class. You recall the formula. You see what was the formula? If you take this one as A, 8 as A and 125 as B, this will be the cube root of A into B. Okay, and what is the formula for cube root of 8 and cube root of A into B? What is the formula? Cube root of A into B is equal to your cube root of A into cube root of B. Let us apply this formula here. So it will be cube root of 8 into cube root of 125. You know what is the cube root of 8? It is 2, because 2 multiplied 3 times. Cube of 2 is 8. So cube root of 8 will be 2. Similarly, cube root of 125, it will be 5, because cube of 5 is 125. Okay, so in its place you write 2, in its place you write 5, and you multiply. So what will be the value? The evaluated value will be 10. Let us discuss another one. Suppose you are given a question like this. Find the cube root of, you see, it is your 3375 into minus 729. How to? Children, if you multiply these two and find the cube root, just imagine how much time it will take. So to avoid that, we will use the formula which I just told you now. Cube root of this is A, this is B. Cube root of A into B is cube root of A into cube root of B. So what will I write? I will write cube root of A means cube root of 3375 into cube root of minus 729. Now you find the prime factors. I mean cube root of 3375 by which method? By prime factorization method. You know, you find it out. It will be 15. If you multiply 15 3 times, cube of 15 is 3375. So the cube root of 3375 will be no doubt 15. Now what will be the cube root of this negative integer? Cube root of, you see, cube of 9, just recall, or you find by prime factorization. Cube of 9. Cube of 9 is 729. So definitely the cube root of 729 will be 9. But it is given minus 729. So its cube root will be minus 9. So write down here minus 9. Now you multiply. It will be minus 135. Okay. So like this you do the second bit. Okay. Now, what is the next question? The next question is find, you see, number 4. Find the cube root of the rational numbers. You see, there are some rational numbers given. We have to find the cube root. What is the formula? Let us recall what we had read in the normal class. Suppose you are given 4913. You see, cube root of 4913 divided by 3375. You see, it is the cube root of 4913 divided by 3375. How to evaluate quickly and easily? Take it A, take it B. This is cube root of A by B. And you know what is the formula of cube root of A by B? We have discussed earlier. So it will be cube root of 4913 and it will be cube root of 3375. Now what we have to do? We have to find the cube root of what? 4913. By which method we will find? We will find its cube root by prime factorization method. And again, this one also by prime factorization. Let me find out here. You see, 4913. This number, do you know this number will be divisible by which prime number? It will be only divisible by 17. By no other number it will be divisible. So let us divide it by 17. You see, 17 2 is 34, 15 1, 151, 17 8. You see, 136, then how much will be left? 15 will be left, 53, 153. You see, 289. If you divide this number by 17, the quotient will be 289. And again, 289 is only divisible by 17. Children, we have to remember. There are certain things we have to remember. We need to remember. So this 289 is not divisible by any other number other than 17. Okay. So divide it by 17. It will again give you 17. Divide it by 17. It will give you 1. So you see, this is a triplet, one triplet, 17, 17, 17, it will form one triplet. That means the cube root of this number will be 17. Similarly, you find the cube root of this number, you can easily find by prime factorization. It will be 15. So the answer will be 17 by 15. See. So here what formula did we apply? We applied the formula cube root of a by b equal to cube root of a by cube root of b. Similar, like in cube root of a into b, it is equal to cube root of a into cube root of b. Okay. So now let us go to the next. The next number is, the next bit is, you see, this is one of the bits. Let us discuss the next one. The next one is given, suppose cube root of minus 512 divided by your 343. 343. Okay, this is very simple. You know what will be the formula? This will be cube root of minus 512. Just I told you what is the formula. It is again cube root of 343. Now you find the cube root of what? Minus 512, which is a negative integer. Its cube root, you know. What will be the cube root? It will be minus 8. And what will be? What about this 343? What will be the cube root? It is the 343 is the cube of 7. 7 cube is 343. So the cube root of 343 will be what? 7. You can find it by prime factorization method. So it will be minus 8 by 7. This is the answer. Okay. Then next bit. Then the last bit is minus 686. See the last bit. Suppose we want to find the square root of minus 686 divided by minus 2662. Let us find the cube root. See, how can we find the cube root? See children, in this type of question, when you find question like this, where the numerator and denominator both are negative integers, your first step is you divide minus and minus. You know, minus by minus is plus. So you can cancel, you can ignore, you can cancel the minus sign. Okay, so it will become 686 divided by 2662 cube root. Okay, now see, this is a very interesting question. See, if we break this question in the form of, suppose this is A, this is B. So again it will be cube root of A by cube root of B. That means cube root of 686 divided by cube root of 2662. But my dear children, if you just mark 686, it is not a perfect cube. Similarly, 2662, you know how to check whether a number is a perfect cube or not. What is the process? I have told you, by prime factorization method. Find the prime factorization. Okay, look at how many find the prime factorization and form triplet. If some pair is left, I mean if some prime number or prime factor is left, then it is not a perfect cube. On forming triplet, if some prime factor or number is left, then it will not be a perfect cube. If no prime factor is left, okay, on forming triplet, if you do not find any prime factor left, then only will say that it is a perfect cube. You see, if you check this number and this number, they are clearly not perfect cubes. Then what to do? If they are not perfect cubes, then how can we find the cube root of 686 and cube root of 2662? If we break it in the form cube root of A by cube root of B, I hope you understood. If you write this in the form of cube root of A by cube root of B, that is cube root of 686 by cube root of 2662, then you cannot find the cube root of 686 because it is not a perfect cube. Similarly, you cannot find the cube root of 2662 as because it is not a perfect cube. Then what to do? So instead of breaking that way, first you cancel it. See, is it in lowest term? The answer is no. This rational number is not in simplest form or lowest form. We know it from class 6. Okay, so I need not say those things. You see, these two numbers, numerator and denominator, p and q, rational number, they have a common factor 2. So we can divide this number by 2. So if you divide the numerator and denominator by 2 first, then it will be converted into simplest form or lowest term, whatever you say. Then only it will become a perfect cube and you will be able to find or calculate the cube root by prime factorization. Otherwise, it is not possible because p and q here are not perfect cubes. So what to do? So first do the cancellation. First you divide it by 2. If you divide it by 2, it will be 343. And if you divide it by 2, it will be 1331. You see, on dividing p and q by 2, because 2 is a common factor of both p and q, or 2 is the HCF, you can say, highest common factor. So it has now been converted into simplest form or lowest term. Now you apply the formula. This will be cube root of 343 and this will be the cube root of 1331. See, these two numbers 343 and 1331, yes, they are perfect cubes. Why? Because it is the cube of 7 and it is the cube of 11. If you find the cube of 11, if you multiply 11 3 times, you will get this. Okay, 1331. Similarly, if you find the cube of 7, that is if you multiply 7 3 times, you will certainly get 343. So that is why 343 and 1331 are perfect cubes, and as they are perfect cubes, we can find their cube root. So what will be the cube root here? It will be 7 by 11. So this will be the answer. Okay. So had you not converted, see, had you not converted this p by q or rational number into lowest form or simplest form, you won't be able to get its cube root. Even by applying the formula what? Cube root of a by b equal to cube root of a divided by cube root of b. Okay. So children, I hope when you find this type of question in the exam, just you have to think. You have to think bit critically. First you think whether the given rational number is in lowest term or not. If it is not in lowest term, then definitely you cannot find the cube root, because it both numerator and denominator, they are not perfect cubes. So it is your first duty, first job. You have to convert it into, you have to express it in lowest term or simplest form. Then you apply the formula, then you find the cube root by prime factorization of the numerator and the denominator. So you will get the answer. Okay. So this is the technique, this is the principle which I told you. I hope you must have understood. So children, we will discuss more question about this. In this particular worksheet there are some other questions also. We will discuss the rest of the questions in another class. There are 3 more numbers, 5, 6 and 7. In number 7 we are given how to find cube root through estimation. Yes, children, you recall estimation method was taught in the class. How to find the cube root? Like in square root, we found the square root of perfect squares by estimation method. Non-perfect square, sorry, square root of non-perfect square by estimation method. Similarly, in cube root, we can find the cube root of only perfect cubes, not non-perfect cubes. We can find the cube root of perfect cubes only by another method known as your estimation, other than the prime factorization method. So how to estimate the cube root of perfect cube? It was discussed in the last class, in the normal class. So our understanding we will apply in problem given in this particular worksheet. We will discuss that thing in the next class. Children, I hope whatever I discussed till late, these two problems number 3 and 4 of worksheet 2, you must have understood. If at all it is true, if you think yes, what Manthi sir is explaining very nicely, we are able to understand everything whatever he is explaining, then I must say children that you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay, that will encourage me to discuss more and more things of different chapters. The exercise questions of different chapters. Okay, children, we will again meet in the next class with the discussion of the same worksheet, that is worksheet 2 of cube and cube root. Okay, good day. Thank you.